I testified.
I testify.
I testify.
I testified.
I testified.
I testified.
I testified.
I testified.
My name is Stephanie Jeffcoat, and I'm all of us an organizer for a New Way of Life Reentry Project. I have 4 children. My oldest name is Christophan. He's 16. My second child is Kamira. She's 11. My third is Damari. He's 8. And my youngest is Harmony. She's 4. I'm not with all my children. I do see my oldest too, my 16-year-old Christophan and my 11-year-old Kamira. I have not seen Damari in 6 years, and I have not seen Harmony in 4 years. Damari is in North Dakota with his dad's girlfriend, and Harmony was adopted out while I was incarcerated. So when I gave birth to Harmony, I was still addicted to crystal meth, and so she was taken from the hospital. I was going through the family reunification process. I was going to all of my visits. And when I went to jail the first time, when I got out, it was so hard to get in contact with the social worker. I couldn't get any phone calls back from the foster parents. And so I was not able to set up my visitations again. At that time, I thought that I had already lost her. I didn't know that I still had my parental rights. And so it just caused me to fall deeper into my addiction. And I ended up going back to jail. And during that time, she was adopted out. Within 3 months of me being there, they had set the plan for adoption and finalized it. I just was ordered to do drug testing every week, but they never offered me a program. They never offered me housing. They just told me to make sure that I go and drug test. When I had found out she was adopted out, I had went to the courts and had tried to get some sort of answers. The public defender, my public defender, told me that after 60 days, he was no longer my public defender. And I had asked, well, during those 60 days, you still were. So why didn't you contact me in the jail? And he had just said that, there wasn't much that he could do at that point. I had filed papers with the courts, and they told me because I didn't have any parental rights that I wasn't entitled to any of those documents. So even today, I'm still not able to get any of those minute orders. At A New Way of Life, we have hired a family reunification lawyer, and she has been working diligently actually on my case to try and at least obtain some of those minute orders. The adoptive mother has been notified that I am trying to get in contact with my daughter and that I would like to have some sort of visitations. We are trying to get the court documents. We feel like if we can get those documents, we can show that there was no due process and I might have a chance to fight the adoption. If I could send Brian and Andy a message, I would just let them know how much it means to me to know that I have them walking alongside, fighting this battle with me. Andy not only has helped with Harmony, but she has also helped file the papers so that I can get my 11-year-old back. So Kamira will now be coming to live with me full time, thanks to Andy filing those papers. And I just would like to tell them that I know I couldn't think of anyone else who would be better to walk alongside me and fight this battle than them two. The people that are, especially the social workers and anyone who's involved with separating children, that they really need to look at the damage that they're doing. Just because a person has messed up or made a mistake doesn't mean that they should have to suffer those consequences for the rest of their lives. People change. And I feel like if a person can prove, not just anyone, but if a person can prove that they have changed and that they are doing everything that they can to be a better person, to be a better mother, to be a better father, that they should be given a second chance. There's a saying that says America is the land of second chance, but I don't see it happening. They separate us and they take our children and they just close the file and they never open it back up. And I think that should change. I feel like Black and brown families are more disproportionately separated due to the fact that they don't have anybody helping them navigate through the system. It's not just here in California that this is happening. This is happening nationwide. And so we really need to bring more awareness. I think oftentimes people don't really know what goes on. And so we really need to let these people see that it's not right for them to just take, and separate families and just never even consider looking into the case again. What I would say to the women and men who don't have the support is just not to give up. The world is an ugly place, and oftentimes we'll let that fear get in the way of us, achieving what it is that we're trying to achieve. And so I would just tell them to just stay strong and to keep hope and not to give up. My name is Testif-i, and I testify because I love my children.